Hi guys, girls and unicorns. So I've talked about most of the mental issues that I said I was going to talk about in my Living with Mental Health series. There are 3 more things that I would like to talk about in this series. One of them I will be talking about today and the other 2 are suicide and schizophrenia. So today I'll be talking about bipolar. And as I said, in most of these videos, these are things that I've either been diagnosed with or they think I've got, hence the schizophrenia, because I've not been diagnosed with it, but there's a high possibility that I do have it. This jumper's really itchy. It's the first time I've worn this jumper and it's really itchy. But today I'm going to be talking about bipolar and sort of like, I don't want to say how to cope with it because I don't really know how to cope with it. I just sort of get on with it and think fuck it. But today's video is going to be bipolar based. What am I even saying? Anyway, so getting on with the video now. Right. So for those viewers who don't necessarily have any experience with bipolar, it is when, I don't really know how to explain it, but I can say it's when you have drastic mood swings constantly and you go through severe mood swings throughout the day and you have like, some people go, oh yeah, but I've got that because I go from happy to sad. Just like, no, you have to have more than 1 or 2 mood swings throughout the day. It's constant mood swings. Like, it's not something nice, and it's not something that I'd wish upon my worst enemy, to be completely honest with you. I wouldn't even wish it upon my ex, and I'm really sorry because I feel like I badmouth her all the time. But I will be making up for that in a video to come on my other channel. I'll be making up for it because, I mean, she's not completely a bad person. I mean, what she did was awful, but she's not a completely bad person. So I'm really sorry because I feel like I badmouth her or bring like it up whenever I'm talking about something negative. But there are some positives. Well, there were some positives, let's put it that way. But back to the main topic of the video. So, it's not something that I would wish on my worst enemy, bipolar. There are medicines you can have for it, or there are ways that you can find yourself of coping. But if you are against taking medicine, like I am, or you don't really know how to deal with it and you just get on with it like I do, then good for you. I don't even know where I'm going with this. Okay, sorry, I'm really tired and I've been really sick this past week and yeah. So I'm just coming back round from feeling really ill all week, so and my camera is now on 14%. Teen. I can't get my words out properly today. Right, before this video becomes like 7 hours long, let's just carry on with what I was going to say. So with bipolar, I'd recommend you do about letting people know about it is, as I say in, as I've said so far in all of the videos in this series, tell your parents first. They are the people you need to know. And then after that, I'd say tell either family members or a couple of friends. But with bipolar, it's something that you will need to make your teachers or work colleagues or lecturers or I don't know, is something you need to make them aware of, because if you work with clients, especially if you work with people who you don't know very well and who don't know you and who don't know about your bipolar, then like say you were a beauty therapist, for example. I don't know, I'm just giving random examples here. Say you were a beauty therapist, for example. If you had a client come in one day and you were really polite to them that day, and then they had an appointment a couple of weeks later and you were really nasty, and then they come in a couple of weeks and you were in a completely different mood than you've been in the previous 2 weeks, your boss or colleagues or whoever are gonna think, well, what the hell's going on? Either she doesn't like this client, or there's something a bit close to home going on, and then they'll start pressurising you into telling them what's going on. So I think with bipolar, it is important that you let people know about it, because it's not one of these things that people are necessarily gonna understand, but it's also not one of these things like depression and anxiety that are gonna make people turn the other cheek. Because it's, once you know like what it is and you understand that you will have constant mood swings, it's a little bit easier for other people to cope with. Like, I mean, I don't really think I've told many people about mine, but I think a good way to do it is to fake it till you make it. I mean, I do not recommend that at all. I do not recommend that you fake your happiness until you start believing it yourself. No. I think people should have the right to be properly happy rather than faking it till you make it. But with bipolar, you can sort of, when you're in a bad mood, it's not easy to do at first, don't get me wrong. But once you sort of like understand it yourself, because I think that's one of the hardest things, is coming to terms with it yourself. But once you understand it yourself, I think you can sort of like force yourself to be polite and kind and to just smile through it and push yourself through, because it's something that's a lot more complicated than a lot of other mental issues, but it's not as complicated at the same time. So I hope this video helped, and thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.